dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back. Did what I could.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Stick is the mic. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Goff on first down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Rams.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, they'll continue to focus.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Woods. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Joe Mixon, 83 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. D. Ford, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Goff throwing the out route and complete. That's Woods.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First down, Rams.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Watch the run.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Down right around the 25. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Tight end left. Hey, we got Maverick. Watch 10, watch 10.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Goff. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
26, Mike. Let's go, baby. Return over. Let's get that ball.
Out of the gun, Goff. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Niners 7, Rams 3.
Come on, let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Goff toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
26, Mike. 26.
They'll run this with Akers. And he's got room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores forever. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Quan Alexander make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
26, Mike.
Goff now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Goff. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe.
Like 20. Hey, we've got tight left, tight left.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Oh, that was dangerous.
Intended for
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Check. 4 down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Here's Goff. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
20. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. I'm coming. 4 down. 26.
On first down, it's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 17 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Rams 13. 49ers.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Let's go.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. 19 tight. 19 tight. Watch the run. Hey, check.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Joe Mixon. And he is out of bounds here. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for winning.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you've got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now,
or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Goff on third down. And got a man. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Quan Alexander has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Push him back. Push him back. 26, Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return for Ayuk. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep the defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Again, he'll drop the throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. They didn't want the tie. They rolled the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
On 1st down, Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, we got
Goff now looks to throw. That's complete to the tight end Hopkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And that is incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
Right.
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
The Niners take over first and 10.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eye.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They'll run with Mixon, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
And there it is, Brandon, taking a knee. They get their first win of the season. They're now 1-3, and I remember when a 1-3 start meant you didn't even talk about going to the playoffs. Nowadays in the NFL, you still got a shot.
Yeah, and a big difference between 1-3 and 0-4.
I think they're going to practice really well next week, riding this momentum of this win.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Los Angeles, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it, so much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks, I got homies that can sleep without 2, I got homies that can sleep without, Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it, walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down. My girls head to toe designer.